going nowhere like a rat trapped in a maze. Every wall that I knock down is just a wall that I replace. I'm in a race against myself, I try to keep a steady pace. How the will I escape if I never close my case? Oh my God, I keep on stressing. Every second that I waste is another second sooner to a blessing I won't take. But my therapist will tell me that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a stage, I just wanna feel okay. Okay, yeah, I struggle, now you got my attention. I need to change a couple things, cause something is missing. And what if I was to lie, tell you everything is fine? Every single day, I get closer to the grave.
Down Saturday, let's be very clear. If there is a shutdown on Saturday, it is because President Biden, Chuck Schumer, my Democratic colleagues would prefer to shut down the government of the United States than shut down the border of the United States and protect the American people. Cost, if there's a government...
So those of you that didn't watch yesterday, we avoided a shutdown yesterday, but they only bought us 45 days. And, you know, this is to the point now where this is no longer Democrat or Republican. This is us versus them, and what the Democrats want to do is they want to send another $30 billion of my money, of your money, to Ukraine. And when they send this, if they send this money in 45 days, there won't be any stipulations on this money. Ukraine will get to do whatever they want, give it to Russia, fund a war. But what Ukraine has said they're going to do with it is they're going to fund Ukrainian people's citizens' pensions. What about our pensions? What about us? I'm sure y'all remember that the trucking company that bellied up here a couple months back. What about them 300 people who lost 30, 40 years worth of pension? What about them? Anyway, I'm gonna get to the video and y'all see for yourself.
Overwhelmingly supported on the floor of the House of Representatives accomplished today. We're on a path to avoid a catastrophic extreme MAGA Republican shutdown and to continue to meet the needs of the American people. The American people have won. The extreme MAGA Republicans have lost. It was a victory for the American people and a complete and total surrender by right-wing extremists who throughout the year have tried to hijack the Congress. Moving forward, we will continue to work in a bipartisan way to discuss a year-end spending agreement consistent with our values, meeting the needs of the American people, solving problems on their behalf, and putting people over politics. That is what the spending agreement that passed the House floor today has accomplished. And moving forward, that will be our guiding principle in getting things done for the American people. It's now my honor to yield to Catherine.
See, that's the thing with these people. This video was actually 15 minutes long, but I had to cut it back. They spent the entire 15 minutes were Maga extremists, and they never even said what their core beliefs, their principles, or what the voice of the people was, or what they was even going to do. Not once in 15 minutes did they say anything. They just kept on repeating themselves and highlighting that we're MAGA extremists. These people, they're in a fantasy land, and they don't have our backs. They're not batting for us. They're batting for them, plain and simple. Let's carry on.
Very positive responses, people. We got everybody? Just moments ago on the House floor, we passed by overwhelming numbers the ability to keep government open for the next 6 weeks. We've got to understand why we are here. The Senate has produced not one appropriation bill through the floor. The House, more than 70% of discretionary spending has now passed. I do not believe our troops need to be punished for us not getting the work done. So I ask Congress, we'll stay in session, The next 2 weeks, continue to work to get this done. But you cannot look the men and women in our military in the eye and ask them why they are not going to be able to pay their bills because the Senate hasn't done their work.
So I can't keep this going too long. I got plenty of other videos I could show you, but I don't want to get it pulled down. And I have to keep my minutes down because I don't have enough followers yet. But the Democrats, they let this go just to the last couple minutes yesterday. I pretty much watched the whole thing. And I mean, they done everything they could. They tried to adjourn early, and they wanted to come back in 2 weeks and take a 2-week vacation and come back in 2 weeks and leave us with no money, leave the military with no money. And then, with just minutes to spare, one of the Democrats went and tried to pull their fire alarm. Said he thought it was the button to open up the door. Now keep in mind, this was a high school principal, so he's fully aware of what a fire alarm looks like. Anyway, I'm going to show you this last video, and I'm going to leave y'all with that.
Capitol Police are questioning him right now because it's on video. That he violated the exact same law that January 6th defendants are being prosecuted for every single day. He violated the exact same law, interrupting an official proceeding, and by pulling a fire alarm. It's on video, and the Capitol Police have